Hello and good morning. So this is the weekly outlook on gold, silver, gold and silver. So let's get into it. So of course we're starting with the weekly chart because it's a daily outlook. I want to keep this very short. So I'll start with the technical analysis and then we'll jump onto the fundamental analysis because we have very important things happening this week, including the federal fund rate. So weekly outlook. So last week was a very bullish week. What exactly what we expected, according to what's going on in the US with Trump, Venezuela, and so forth. So Greenland, etc. So I still expect a continuation of that until anything changes in that aspect of geopolitics. I'm still expecting bullish price action. So, and then also maybe I should mention that let's just go through the fundamentals first. So with everything happen geopolitically, I expect a continuation of this price action unless anything changes. And tomorrow we have President Trump speaking. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 27th Jan, and uh, uh, he will of course mention his updates on Greenland and so forth. And we also have Canada might face some tariffs. So there's a lot going on and there's a lot to look out for and be on toes for. So that is what I'm looking forward to. I expect a continuation of this bullish price action, and then on Wednesday we have the federal funds rate. So we know that if the rates are cut, the dollar will weaken, and then we expect the dollar to gain more strength. So it's looking very bullish for gold for me this week and for the next few weeks until anything changes. I will update you. So that is it for the news. So today is not a trading day for me to start with because it's a Monday. I only trade the pending setups, which I had a pending setup and I finished it early in the morning. The trade breakdown is in this YouTube channel. You can check the link, or you can just check my channel. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow, we have news at 6 p.m. and then we have President Trump speaking. So be aware of that. So on Wednesday we have the federal funds rate. So I don't think I will be trading on Wednesday. I'll just be waiting to hear the decision, and then I will come on Thursday with that now information and trade. So on Thursday we have unemployment claims 4:30 p.m. So anywhere after that can be allowed, or if you are holding a trade earlier, it's okay. So Friday, and then we have the core PPI. So again, I should also have mentioned in the beginning of the video that this is the last week of the month. So as much as I am expecting a continuation, I have to be aware that we could have a candle close where the candle faces lower as it comes to close. So be aware of that. So on Friday we might get that the TGIF. Thank God it's Friday setup, which is the 25 to 30 retracement after a bullish run over a week, a month, or so forth. So be on the lookout for that, and I will just update you on that. So let's go to the real technicals here. So we printed a very bullish candle on gold last week, so I expect a continuation of that, maybe to 6,000 this week and so forth, depending on what Trump will say tomorrow and also the federal funds rate. So we are waiting for that. So let's look at DXY on the weekly chart before we move on to the daily chart to do maybe a bit more of the weekly analysis. So last week was a very bearish week, and apart from having this change in state of delivery at the top, this chart is very let me just clear a few things. Yes, so we have this weekly change in state of delivery right here on the dollar index. So this week I will be really observing the dollar index because we have a lot of news going on. So it will be a very important reference for me this week. So we have that. We had that weekly change in state of delivery. Sorry, I've labeled it as the daily. So it's supposed to be a weekly change in state of delivery to the downside. Apart from that, we actually came down and closed below the whole retracement leg. So this was a weekly retracement leg, and we have broken out of it on that weekly level. We have not only broken below it, we have closed below it. So this is a set of weekly order blocks, and we have closed below it. So this is a retracement leg on a weekly level. So this change in state, breaking out of that weekly retracement leg and closing below it. And then we have this is a market structure shift, weekly market structure shift, because this was a swing low. So we have a weekly market structure shift and close below it. So the only direction I expect this price to go is maybe sweep the lows at 96.175 and so forth. Maybe lower, but mainly that and lower. So I want to see a continuation of this displacement to the downside, and on the daily I also expect to see that continuation of price to the downside. So that supports my bullish bias and narrative on gold. So let's go to the daily chart, maybe mark some levels out that could be retested throughout the week or during the week. So we opened with another NWOG today on Monday, the 25th, 26th, I mean. So this is an NWOG, label it as an NWOG. So as I said, I'm not trading today. I want to see how Monday prints. If we close above these levels and above this NWOG, then I will be expecting a continuation of that to the 6,000 levels, and I will be looking for trades in the lower time frames, the daily, 4-hour and 1-hour charts. So I will be framing my setups from there, and then if we close below, I will start to get a hint that we are going to get a retracement, but for now I'm still bullish. So let's see how Monday prints. So how I trade this week purely depends on how today prints. If we close above this NWOG and so forth, if we print a bullish candle like we did on the other Monday, you see that we opened, printed a bullish candle, and it stayed above the previous week's high. So if that happens this week again, if we Monday's candle is above the previous week high, then I will be starting to look for entries as soon as tomorrow, or maybe today Asia session, but no, tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And then, as I said, I will not be actively trading on Wednesday. We have the FOMC statement, so I'll be waiting for that, and then I will come back on Thursday and Friday and try to get some setups. So on DXY, same thing. I want to see how Monday prints, and to see a bullish, basically a bearish candle to the downside. And yes, so that's it. I think that's it. As I said, I wanted to keep this short, so that's the weekly outlook. I'm bullish, and unless anything changes in the geopolitical scene, I'm still bullish. So let's see how it goes. I will be sharing the setups as usual on my Telegram channel. The link is on this description, the description of this video. If you're not in that channel and you are a beginner, you are missing out on a lot. As I explained in the other video, last week we had 3 setups on gold, took 2, and those who took the other one have had 3 winning trades on gold in 1 week. So if you're a beginner, or if you are somewhere between transition and you are looking for some consistency in good trades, kindly join the channel. It's for free. And yes, I share my setups there on Xauusd and US 100. So if you want the weekly outlook on US 100 and 500, the video is still on this channel for the week running from 26th January, I almost said September, January to 30th, the last week of January 2026. So yeah, let's get it.